Hey everyone, it's Rachel. No. Hey everyone, it's Rachel. Moonlight Library. I'm excited to have you here. Hi Kaya. My dog is here. And I'm going to do the anti-TBR tag. I am going to be doing a lot of tags. I feel like I'm very midterm busy. There's a lot of stuff going on in my master's degree where it's like, boom, 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 do this and this and this. And I'm like, so here we are. Anti-TBR tag. The first question is a popular book everyone loves that you have no interest in reading. Recently, there have been a lot of books that have been like super popular, and there's so many. I'm never gonna read Addie LaRue. I feel like I just don't have an interest. I'm just not here having an interest. There's literally no reason. It just doesn't seem like I would want to read it. Maybe I could be convinced, probably not. Another one is Pray the Nightingale by Kristen Hanna. We'll get to why I don't have an interest in that either, because I'm just like, I don't really want to read a historical fiction. It's not something I would pick up for fun. I'm not like, oh, let me cry about war. There has to be something like, no, it's pretty hard to get me to read a historical fiction. Yeah, I don't think I choose historical fiction on my own. So no, that's it for that. I don't know. Oh, I'm never going to read The Silent Patient. That was spoiled for me, so that's just not happening. Actually, I think I told my friend not to spoil it, or no, I just told her to go ahead and spoil it because I was like, I'm not going to read it. It's just not going to happen. Okay, number 2. A historical book or author you don't have an interest in reading. Who? I feel like this is just, you could just put your hand into a classic book. I guess they're historical, but they're written then. Put your hand into a classic spin, pull one out. I would probably not want to read it. Moby Dick? No. Wuthering Heights? No. It's just not happening. I don't usually, I'll pick up a classic or two a year and that's it. Do I do it because I feel like I have to? I really don't know. There are some classics that I'm like, I do want to pick that up, but not usually. Usually I'm like, but I don't want to take 500 years to read these things. I'm being lame. I was an English major. I read a lot of classics, There's certain ones I just don't want to read. And those are 2 of them. There you go. Number 3. Okay, an author whose book you have no interest in reading. Just gonna massage my shoulders for a second. This is my thinking time. Author. Who are you? Stuart Woods. People don't talk about Stuart Woods on this channel. Debbie McCumber. Danielle Steele. I could throw you with some hitters, I work in a library. Anyone over the age of 70 enjoys these people. Not anyone, but it's kind of their crowd. I did read James Patterson once. What? Why? I did that. Yeah, I read Private. 3.2. Don't whine it. A problematic author whose book you have no interest in reading. Oh, it's like the same as that last question, but problematic. Why did I do this? Oh my god. Hands. Let's look up problematic authors. I want a list. It's I know J.K. Rowling. What is going on with me? J.K. Rowling is a problematic author, but I already read all of Harry Potter. I mean, I don't plan on reading Cuckoo's Calling. Not from antiquity. Okay, what I'm getting to learn here is that maybe I should look more into problematic authors. I know that I started Illuminae by Jay Kristoff, and I know that people have problems with him. So maybe I should look into this. Oh, Rachel. Sorry. Okay, back to the questions. Let's stop this thing where I just kept looking. Number 4. An author you have read a couple of books from and have decided their books are not for you. Pray, Anna Burns. Let's go to my low-starred books on Goodreads. I'm not prepared. When you think you're prepared, well, guess what? I didn't think I was prepared. I knew I wasn't prepared. I went into this with the full realization. I didn't realize anything. With the full knowledge that I was not prepared. So questionable. So damn questionable. Love that book. Turn it around. Daisy Johnson's Sisters was a very hated book for me. I'd probably never pick her up again. Oh, I hated that book Delirium by Lauren Oliver a long time ago. I thought it was just so boring and horrible. And I was like, this is a pointless book that I can't seem, like, I kept reading the same pages over and over again and just being like, ugh. So I have looked at her books before and been like, I don't want to. I cannot. Number 5, a genre you have no interest in, or a genre you tried to get into and couldn't. Historical fiction. That's why I said before that I would talk about it later. It's historical fiction. It really depends, maybe. I think if there's maybe an element of like weirdness or magic or something like that, I can get into it. Some fantastical bit or like strange, like alternate reality sort of thing. I would probably like it more. But most of the time I'm just like, like maybe I should try like a historical romance, like a Harlequin, but Harlequin. Anyways, I should try that. I'll never do it though. I won't do it. I'm not going to do it. It's not going to happen. Number 6, a book you have bought but will never read. Oh gosh, that's a lot of books. I would probably say Chuck Klosterman's Downtown Owl. I was going to unhaul this because it's like, it's just been sitting here and it's just not happening. Someone convinced me that this should happen and maybe I will, but maybe I should like read the back someday of the book. Oh, yeah. All the books are mine. I feel like I have so many books that I've bought that I'm like, there's no way I'm going to read all of these. So it's very likely that you just take a stab at this shelf and you'll find a book I will never read. So like 1Q84, Anne Rice's The Witching Hour, Prep by Curtis Sittenfeld, which is, Curtis is a woman's name. Extraordinary, Beast of Extraordinary Circumstances, Ruth Emmy Lang. It's just, I don't know, it could be anything. I probably just listed a ton of books just now that I will never read. Number 7, the series you have no interest in reading or a series you started and have DNF'd. Actually, this would be a great opening to that one. I read The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, and inside of my heart, I know that I'm probably never gonna pick up the second one. I started this series like 8 years ago by reading the first one, and how likely is it that I will read this at this point? I mean, I'm not super old, so I have a long life ahead of me. I'm feeling that. So I'm really feeling the fact that I'm going to live long and prosper. I'm going to be that person. You're going to be like, 100, booktube. She's so old. Oh, goodness. Maybe I am. Number 8, a new release you have no interest in reading. So I was just looking this up earlier and there are so many new releases I have no interest in reading. I mean, how many books come out a week? What type of question is this? I mean, I love whoever created this. I think you did a wonderful job, but there's so many books that come out every week. So once again, put your hand into a basket, pull out a new release. I won't read it. Let's go in. Let's see. New release books. I'm just gonna list them. Won't even show you the covers. Here we go. The Light of Days by Judy Battalion. What is that? When by Harlan Coben. I did read a Harlan Coben once. The Stranger. This is The Fire by Don Lemon. We Begin at the End by Chris Whitaker. And that's just a little sampling of new books that I will never read. I've never heard of any of those, to tell you the truth. I have no clue what those books are. So maybe I would have been interested if I actually read what they were, but we're just going to say for this point of this video and the sanity of our souls and our hearts and our lives that this is not it for me, and I will not read those books. Well, thanks for stopping in and watching a video where I just rambled. Okay, bye!